We're doing it. We're doing it. Hi, guys. Happy Monday from Ty and I. Welcome to a random Monday night of Laundry Room Confessions. We are going to talk about some questions that I get often. Sorry, I feel like this one's crooked. Whatever. Good enough. My OCD is going to get to me. So we're going to talk about protein powder, and a question that I often get from people. Are you going to fold?
Yes.
Yes? All right. The question I get often from people is, if weight loss is my goal, should I be using a protein powder? Or what protein powder is best for me? And I have a very strong opinion, and I am going to talk to you about some of the products that I use and that I used on my 107-pound weight loss journey. So first and foremost, I want to say that protein powder is meant to be a supplement, and you should always eat real food first. And then if you need more protein in your diet, it's a great supplementation. It's also a great on-the-go meal or snack. So when you're busy, when you're running around, if you're going somewhere and you want to eat something beforehand so that you're not starving when you get there, those are all great times to be utilizing a protein powder. And it's also awesome after a workout when you're leaving the gym, maybe you're running right to the next thing. It's really great to have something with you at all times. So I want to tell you about how I got started with protein powders. So about 5 years ago, in 2014, I weighed 245 pounds. And when I started on my weight loss journey, I was totally confused about what was healthy, what was not, and I was eating all the wrong things because I was looking at nutrition labels and reading marketing and going, oh, this says this is healthy, and it really wasn't. And so as a confused 245-pound stay-at-home mom, I went to a personal trainer and I said, what am I doing here? Tell me what I should eat, tell me how I should move, and I'll do it. And he said, why don't you try implementing a protein powder, whether you're having it as a shake or whatever, doesn't matter. Figure out a way to get this protein shake into your day, just to add more protein, and it can replace a meal or it can be a snack, just so it's one less thing you have to prep and worry about. And so naturally I'm like, great. Now I'm even more overwhelmed because I go to any given store and there's 75 protein powder options, and I have no idea which one is the right one for me. I'm not a bodybuilder, I'm not a power lifter, I'm not an athlete, I'm an overweight stay-at-home mom. And I need something that's right for my lifestyle, not something that is just for athletes and just for fit people. I wanted something that was for everyone. And so I asked my trainer if he had any recommendations. Got like a tent over here.
Yeah.
And he said, why don't you try this? And he plopped this big container down on his desk. And I said, what is it? And he said, this is Isopure protein powder. And he said, this is what I drink, and it's really clean, and it tastes pretty good. And I thought, well, that's good enough for me. It's more than I know already. And so I bought some, and I started drinking it as a shake every day. And then I learned that you could put it in your oatmeal. And so I started putting 1 scoop of chocolate protein powder in my oatmeal every morning for breakfast. And then I started adding in a little bit of powdered peanut butter. And now you guys are probably going to think I'm nuts, but I also put coffee in it. So I don't love black coffee. I'll choke it down all day long. But ideally, I would have like a fruity mocha, something delicious, right? So to me, it's a great way to get a little bit of my caffeine in without, can't see. It's a great way to get in some caffeine without having to choke down black coffee. And so I put a little bit of oats in my bowl, pour some cold press because I make my own cold press. Then I add, or I microwave that for whatever, minute and a half. Take it out, put 1 scoop of protein powder and a couple tablespoons of powdered peanut butter in it, and mix it all together. And if it's still too dry, instead of adding more water, I will add some more coffee. And so mix it all together, and it's delicious. And I eat it for breakfast every single day. And not only does this eliminate my need to figure out what am I going to eat every morning, it's just simple, and I actually really, really like it. It's the one thing in my diet that I am so excited to eat every single day. And when I travel, everybody makes fun of me because I bring it along, I measure everything out, and I bring it with me when I go on an airplane, and I legit go buy a microwave if the hotel doesn't have one, because I can't live a day without my oatmeal. I'm not even kidding you. And so this has just become a staple. And it isn't that, oh, eating this protein powder is going to make me lose weight. That's not the point. The point is I implemented some healthy new habits that became my new normals. So instead of eating a bagel for breakfast, I know I'm having my Isopure. Instead of eating a donut for breakfast, I know I'm having my Isopure. Instead of eating Grandma Wendy's monkey bread for breakfast, I know I'm going to eat my Isopure. And so I go through the whole week knowing that's one meal I don't have to prep, I don't have to think about, because it's already been decided. And I can eat it anywhere. I can eat it on the go, and it's just the perfect meal for me. So that is where my protein powder comes in. So if you're looking for recommendations, if you're confused, if you're like, I've never had protein powder, or I'm not an athlete, I'm not a bodybuilder, I don't know what to take, this is a great product. It's super clean, and I highly recommend. I do the Dutch chocolate, but there's a billion different flavors. There's a vanilla one that I use in like pancakes, and my mom really loves the, I think it's called vanilla salted caramel, which sounds delicious. So Grandma Wendy has that one every morning, and so yeah, try some different flavors and see what you like. Right now, you can go to Amazon.com, and it's Amazon Prime Days for today, the 15th, and tomorrow, Tuesday, the 16th, and you can actually save between 20 and 25% on the products that I'm going to talk to you about today. So if you're interested in trying them, you can actually get a discount right now. If you're not into the whole chocolate shake or milkshake thing, I highly recommend trying these Isopure infusions. So this is also 20 grams of protein, but there's only 5 ingredients, and the differentiator is that this is like a fruit infusion. So instead of being a thick chocolate shake, this mixes up like lemonade. And so you have to shake it in a shaker bottle, so make sure you have one of those. Add 1 scoop, and it's 20 grams of protein, and no fuss, Thai guy. Could you take up some more space? So, stealing the show. So, 20 grams of protein is 90 calories and only 5 ingredients. So if you're like, ugh, I just don't feel like having a thick milkshake after I work out. If you go on a run, or if you're on a bike ride, it's hot right now. Even in Minnesota, which it never is hot, it's actually super hot. And so this is such a great alternative to having that thick milkshake. And my favorites, I have a couple of favorites. There's a ton of flavors, but I absolutely love this citrus lemonade. They also have a mixed berry that is amazing, and then there is another one that's mango lime that is really good too. So those are my favorites, but there's even more flavors out there. So more protein options. The last thing I want to talk to you about today is collagen. So some of you may or may not know about collagen. This is really good for joints. It's also really good for hair, skin, and nails. And this is a new product from Isopure. They have many flavors, and honestly, they're all delicious. But I think my favorite is this one, the summer citrus peach. They also have raspberry lemonade, and there is a mango lime, and then there's also one that is actually unflavored. So the unflavored one, you can put in other things. So if you wanted to hide it in your coffee, if you don't want to have to taste it, it's delicious, so you should want to taste it. But if you're like, meh, I'd rather just throw it into my protein shake, you can mix it in with that also, and so that you don't have to have like this fruity drink if you don't want to. But if you go to Amazon, like I said, Amazon Prime has Prime Days going on right now, and you can get all of these products on sale, 20 to 25% off depending on the product. You don't need a special code. It'll auto-populate as a coupon when you sign up. So reach out, send me a direct message if you have questions about any specific products, or if you're not sure which one is right for you. I could talk about these all day long. And I think bottom line, the thing to remember is the goal here is not that these are going to be the magic fix to help you lose weight. Real food is where you always should start, and these are supplements to help supplement your diet. And so by all means, eat real food, but when you are going to supplement, make sure that you have a healthy option and something that is going to help keep you on track to reach your goals, whatever that looks like. And know that Isopure is just a product that is for everybody. You don't have to be an athlete. You don't have to be a bodybuilder. You don't have to be this huge gym junkie. Like I said, I was a 245-pound stay-at-home mom looking for something to help get me on the right track and something to start my day off solid. And this has been my go-to, and it's something that I continue to use even as I simply just maintain my weight loss. So give it a whirl. Like I said, reach out to me if you have any questions, you guys. There's, I know, a lot to be confused about on the market, and so it's always helpful to have a recommendation from somebody who knows and someone who uses those products. So that's all we got. Laundry's folded. We're gonna go get on with our night. So thanks for hanging out with us, and I'll talk to you soon.